Hi guys, good morning. So this video, I do want to make it a little short, but I can't promise that it's going to be. So this video is about trying to conceive, TTC, 2-week wait, TWW, and pregnancy. If you're not into TMI, too much information, this video is not for you. So you might want to go check out something else. So January 13th through the 18th, I had my LMP, my last menstrual period. I had spotting for a few days after that, and then 2 weeks after that I was beginning ovulation. So anywhere from the 24th of January to the 29th, I knew I was going to be ovulating. I did an OPK every day until I got my ovulation, which was on the 28th. And I used pre-seed that day just because I didn't notice any egg white cervical mucus, but my body was telling me I was ovulating. I noticed after I had sex that my egg white cervical mucus was there, and it had tins of blood in it, so I could tell between my own and what the lubrication looked like, which was a pre-seed. And that night I also had a positive pregnancy test in a dream. I saw 2 dark lines, and obviously it was probably because, you know, I've been wanting to conceive, and normally when you think about something really hard, you tend to dream about it, you know. So on the 29th, this is starting my 2-week wait. I had unprotected sex as well, just in case, you know, to be sure I caught you. I felt normal. I had cramps. I had a headache. I was bloating. My cervical mucus was creamy and egg white, so I knew I was just passing ovulation because my egg white cervical mucus wasn't there. I did do the duty that day as well with pre-seed. I had my very light cramps progressed. It turned on a scale of 6, so my ovulation pains were very bad to me. Left side mostly. Maybe it was called the corpse luteum. I can't pronounce it right. Maybe. I was gassy, had dizzy spells, felt like my kidneys ached. So in the back of me, like up a little lower than my my shoulder blades, I felt a little pain there. For the 29th, for my yeast infection type of itch, I used Vagisil that night and it went away. So on a scale 1 to 10, for my ovary cramps, it is very light on a scale. It's a 2. 6:54 p.m., sharp stabbing pains in gut, left side above belly button, and a tapeworm feeling. So I had a tapeworm feeling. It literally felt like I had an animal, like just on one side of my belly. Pretty sure it's just gas bubbles. 9 o'clock, still feeling the sharp pains every now and then, gassy, dull ache inside my vagina walls. My side hip bones ached every now and then, right side ovary ached too, extremely light boob ache. Dizzy spell, fell asleep early for me as soon as I hit the pillow. Woke up, took a shower, and I noticed I had sensitive teeth. And my CM was creamy. It was tacky as well, little to no CM, which was typical for me leading up to a period, so that's what I was expecting. On January 31st, cycle day 19.
Hi. Anyway.
Why don't you come over here and say hi? On cycle day 19th at 7:20 a.m. I woke up with extreme hunger pains, which was odd. My upper back ached. I had the most perfect poo, which is also odd because I'm normally constipated. At 2:20 p.m. very light cramp left side. I wouldn't have known it was there if I wasn't sitting still. I had another cramp ache for a second, slightly more painful than earlier. I felt very tired where I needed to go to bed. I was a little nauseous. Left gland a little swollen right here. Throat and chest felt dry, almost like a sore throat. feeling was coming on and had heartburn coming on, but that didn't occur either. 5 p.m. started with gassiness, started to get a little stinky. Throat and gland felt worse. A back spot in the roof of my mouth all the way to the right felt bruised on the top. The roof of my mouth felt really bruised and sore, almost like I had a canker sore, but there was no canker sore. Stomach gurgling like I was going to have diarrhea, but I didn't have any of that. And I was sneezing all day. I was very productive, so I had a lot of energy, but I got a lot of stuff done. What, sweetie? Where's the cap to this? Do you want to play with this? Then where's the cap? Oh, because you stuck it on the wrong one. Oh, jeez, and what did you do? That's gross. Got both caps stuck together. These are yucky. Keep the caps on. Don't know where I was. So, I was sneezing all day, productive, a little moody, frustrated, and felt resentful towards my husband. And I had a super itchy scalp, enough to the point I noticed it. Like, I had like bad dandruff, but no dandruff. At 9 p.m. started to feel like a head cold was coming on, a little congested and pressure between my eyes. Very tired again and cramping. All day, little to no CM. It was clearish and tacky, and I had sensitive upper molars. 9:13, all over pelvis, light cramps, light right ovary cramp. 10 o'clock, left itchy buoy, and my vagina felt full, and I had a weird itchy spot again, like a yeast infection thing, so I took another shower and was fine. So February 1st, cycle day 20. I had a weird stitch-like pain and pinching pain all morning above belly button and to the left. So that weird stitch-like pain though I had right on my C-section scar. It's like right dead center where your uterus would be, you know.
Doggy. Doggy. Doggy.
There's no doggy out there. And it felt like a zigzag, like I can't describe it. It felt like a stitch. So I had a pinching pain also that morning above belly button to the left. It was on the gut. 4 p.m. left side small stabbing pain in vagina area down low. Dull ache left around left side belly button area, almost like the muscles being pulled in. Best way I could describe that is if you're wearing like a face mask and it starts getting tight, you know, that's what it feels like, especially when like you get tightness in the vag area. Feels like everything's getting pulled in. Sore throat feeling, felt a lot better. Back molars are sensitive. Glands still slightly hurt. Roof of mouth feels better. Inside of my ears itched. Gurgling belly, little gassy, started to get a stuffy nose and sore throat. Had sweaty palms, tightness in the vag area, so that same feeling I told you before. Gassy and bubbly, low breathing, no poo that day. Heartburn, indigestion flaring up the last few hours. Maybe it was possible implantation. I knew I was implanting that night because of that stitch-like feeling, like that was implantation, like no doubt. And you can implant, you know, the baby implants for like, I think like all week, you know, so I think that was just the start of that. All day, mainly right boob, tender and sore, full feeling, nipples are really sensitive and sore. I am an extended breastfeeding mom, and when he nurses, you can definitely feel how sore it is. You know, it was so painful, I cried. 1 a.m. acid reflux getting worse, tired but couldn't sleep, lower back ache, right side ovaries ache, downstairs started to get itchy again, so I took another shower and used Vagisil and went straight to bed. February 2nd. Cycle day 21. CM was a whole lot more creamy, which was odd because normally you dry up towards, you know, implantation. Or not implantation, your period. And I think because I implanted, my hormones started changing and my cervical mucus started to build up again. And so yeah, I was more creamy. Really didn't have much symptoms that day. My gland was still a little achy. This time it was under the jaw, like right here. 1 p.m. weird sharp stabbing pain and left hip radiating to the center of middle of the thigh. So your top of your thigh is what I meant to say as well. Had a little puke in my mouth, so I had acid reflux really bad. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, I felt so tired I actually had to take a nap, and very nauseous. Dizzy spells. 3 p.m. more nauseous. 10:20 little gassy today. Left itchy boob. Tired all day. Slightly full bladder feeling even after using the bathroom. Took a pregnancy test and it was negative. Obviously I knew it was too early. That would have made me 5 to 6 DPO. February 3rd, cycle day 22. Had a high cervix. Didn't know if it was really anything but right in the uterus area. Dead center. Had a dull, sharp pain and fullness. At 7 p.m. acid reflux started kicking in bad. I've been trying hard not to focus on symptoms and the 2-week wait. Right foot above heel on the bottom of the foot. Sharp pains all morning and all day. Is a slight pain on and off all day in the left kidney area, getting gassier and gassier. February 4th, cycle day 23. Right side ovary sharp stabs around 10 to 11 a.m. Hubby cleaned up entire house while I was sleeping. I'm pretty relieved and so damn happy. I actually felt appreciated that day, so I was... What are you doing? You're making funny noises. You're making funny noises. You're making funny noises. You're making funny noises. He's such a goofball. My back hurts. 9 p.m. very little uterus pinching again. I did the duty after 10 p.m. and was super watery, not creamy. Started drying up, and then my VJ felt very sore and dry. And I was constipated and I couldn't poo all day and I had tiny farts. Pregnancy tests and ovulation tests were negative. February 5th, cycle day 24. I finally got to poo. 1 pimple on right cheek, left cheek, and in between eyebrows. Emotional. Cried for 15 minutes on and off about my son stirring coffee. That was so bad. Are you to focus? Thank you. Yeah, my son stirred my coffee and I told him no, so I actually started crying because I felt like a really bad mom and he should be able to like stir the coffee if he wanted to. And I started crying because we don't have a bathtub and he couldn't enjoy his youth like most kids do in tubs, and it just made me really sad. And you know, just the water play and just letting him be a child, it made me I cried so much. So I had a weird tension headache again, lasted a minute or two, and then center of the uterus pinching, lasted a minute, sharp and tingly, jaw pain left side, really bad acne, right under boob pain, really tender when pushed on, pregnancy test negative, ovulation test negative. So February 6th, cycle day 25. All day on and off I had a weird stitch-like period pain. Dead center of the uterus, very stitchy. After 6 p.m. it became way more constant, on and off and constant. Lots of pinching, pricking. Went to the bathroom around 7 and checked cervix and CM. It was a bit watery, not much. It was like cottage cheese-like. But what stuck out to me is I had egg white cervical mucus well past my ovulation, closer to my period-like symptom, and it was green, like snotty. It was disgusting, and it was just a little, but I had it. I didn't know what that was. I had sharp pain in boobs, kind of like when they bounce around or get pushed on or whatever. I was getting bubbly and gassy at 11:41. I had nausea really bad all of a sudden. think I'm going to puke, building up in my face and chest, that kind of like sick feeling. Side of the breasts are really sore. Around 8 p.m. my uterus cramps stopped. February 7th, cycle day 26. First morning urine, very faint positive on Walmart cheapie. I feel good. Aversions and nausea after eating. Alright, I had food aversions and nausea after eating breakfast. Couldn't finish food. Smell of food cooking made me sick. Couldn't finish all my food. Took a shower. Stomach feels bloated. After 5 p.m. back really started hurting. Had to lay down then shower. Had acid reflux. Maybe from spaghetti or dinner and coffee today. I had all day. Breasts and armpits have been really sore, especially when touched, and the boobies have felt so heavy and full, like I'm full of milk. Teeth have been extremely sensitive. So that would make me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 DPO when I got my first pregnancy test. Very faint, so I wasn't very sure. I was worried I was going to have another chemical. February 8th, cycle day 27. So these are around the days that I should, like, starting that cycle day 27, I could have had a very good chance of starting my period, but, you know, it's irregular. So I didn't write anything down. I marked a few things. I had mood swings, little cramps, backache, and I was sticky and watery. So, and the CM built up to like a medium. And I had a positive pregnancy test. And what that pregnancy test looked like was, this is gonna look disgusting, but it dried up and it was a lot. See that? And this is the next day. Okay, clearly I can't show you. February 10th, cycle day 29. I felt normal and a little angry that day. That was just the mailman. Yeah, he dropped off some mail. We can get it later. Had cramps and I was tired. My CM was sticky and watery. I already had really bad nausea, mostly at night and a few waves during the day. What's up? Super crampy, so worried I was going to have another chemical pregnancy. I didn't test that day. February 11th, cycle day 30. So I could have still been starting my period that day. So I had to wait it out for a few days. Even though I had a positive pregnancy test, it was super faint. I had cramps, tender breast, headache, backache, nausea, fatigue, bloating, cravings, insomnia. Normal PMS symptoms. So, didn't know if I was going to have another CP, chemical pregnancy. My CM was sticky and watery. I was extremely nauseous and very bad gas and lower back pain. Didn't test. Cycle day 31. So that was February 12th. I was sticky, I had a normal, my mood was normal. I had backache. So what I meant to say before is my CM is sticky and watery. Didn't look like I wrote anything down for February 13th. So I'm pretty sure I just waited it out. And February 14th. Can I see this? Let me see that one. So this was February 14th. And then February 16th, right? What's today? Yeah, February 16th I took this test. Stop, baby, stop! The control line's officially darker. And guys, I'm pregnant. So that was my 2-week wait. Pretty long. I am going to be making pregnancy updates now. Possibly week by week of just how I'm feeling. Bye. So all my cramps have basically stopped. I really did feel it up until, you know, almost today, but they're like just barely non-existent, you know, where I'm not even concerned and worried anymore. My nausea, I in the mornings and at night I really get it, and in the afternoons I had no nausea with my son at all. I had food aversions where the smell of things just made me extremely nauseous, but not nauseous where I wanted to throw up. Now, this nauseous feeling that I'm feeling is wanting to throw up, where it builds up in my face and it's horrible, and I just, you know, and I get waves of that throughout the day, especially, you okay? Especially in the morning when I don't eat anything, in the afternoon when I want to eat something, you know, so I feel like I mostly get it when I eat something, and then after I eat something I will tend to get nauseous. So one thing that I've been having is ginger ale, like actual real brewed good ginger ale that I go out and buy a small bottle for like $2, which is ridiculous because you can buy a big old bottle of Canada Dry for $1.50. And what, baby? Here, that's yours. So I really hope that this video is helpful. I'm sorry for some interruptions. I wish I could have had delivered the video better for you guys, but that's it. You know, it's pretty long, and I hope, you know, you can, if you want to symptom check with my symptoms, if you want to actually sit through everything. Grandma, I'll give you a call. So, and I haven't yet figured out how I was going to tell my husband's parents, because right now in our life situation, you know, they probably wouldn't be happy that we are pregnant. You know, they'd be happy that they're having another grandkid, but not happy with the situation that we're in. And honestly, who's ready for a baby? Like, you might be ready, but not actually ready. And if you wait until you're ready, you might never have another kid. That's just how I take it, you know. And I grew up in a really big family, you know, where money is not everything. Hey, silly. And right now, I grew up as the oldest, and bye, where I have 4 younger siblings. What, baby? And growing up with them has been the biggest blessing. We've never had money growing up, you know. Come here. And that was okay. If anything, it built more value in our lives and meaningfulness. You know, when you don't have nothing, you learn to cherish everything that you have. And you know, I'm probably a little well off than what my parents, you know, are doing. If not right now in my life, I'm kind of at where my parents were, you know. And what I want, though, for my son is for him to grow up with a sibling. You know, that feeling that I had is probably the best feeling that anyone could ever have, you know. Most people know that. It's growing up with your sibling, playing around with them, you can understand each other, and growing up with somebody. I play with my son, you know, I hang out with him, but it's not the same, you know. A mother and their kid playing, father and their kid playing is totally different than having a sibling to grow up with, you know. And I had 4 of them, you know, and I want them close in age, because me and my younger 2 siblings never connected as much as me and my other 2 older siblings, you know. So, but we did hang out and play. We just never had the same connection that I built with my, you know, the next 2 older kids. But, you know, I'm excited and I'm happy and I don't regret anything, and I hope that, you know, I can freely express more to people about, you know, family and my life and how I grew up. And I know a lot of stuff is personal, and some people out there wouldn't want to post this out, but this is no different than writing a blog or going online and talking about your babies and posting about your babies and symptom checking. I'm just taking a video of myself doing it, and I'm okay with that, you know. So I just want my life to be able to bring joy in other people's lives as well, you know, and hope, you know, in any circumstance that they're in, you know, anything's possible. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Can you say bye? Say bye-bye. Can you say bye? That's a burp. I guess you just say bye. I guess you say bye. Want to eat lunch? Singing to me. Oh, careful. You just see Mom's face. I'm never gonna get this done. I'm never gonna get this done. You know that?
Mommy.
What, baby? Just hang out with Mommy. Just hang out with Mommy. It's okay. Mommy's not allowed to do anything. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't love it. There you go. Hi, what are you doing?
Good job. Careful while you walk, okay?
Doing.
You're the boogie. Can I get that? Oh, you giving Mommy a kiss through there?
Yes.
Hi. Come here. You weren't even looking in the camera. You give Mommy kisses through the camera. Oh boy, you're being such a goofball.
You're not here.